Hi guys, welcome to Crypto B101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. BTC hits 113,000 US dollars as BTC dominance approaches 2 weeks high of 59%. But currently, BTC is trading at 112,300 or 200 and something thereabout. But everything is not really looking good. Like I said, if you look at the weekly time frame, we have not done anything exceptional, even though we moved from 110,000 plus to about 113,000. Now we're trading at 112,250 something, or let's say 110,000, 112,300. But the problem is all the news that are coming out of the radar are not looking good at all. And we're going to take a look at that on today's show. You know, this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. My name is Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, of course, aka KC the Great, and this is where you get value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency. All right, let's dive into the news and see what is really going on, because I'm not going to lie to you, I am really scared. And if you've been following my show, I told you you need to be careful now, because this might be the end of the bull run. Maybe we're going to have some rally when it comes to altcoin, but I'm even going to share news with you guys shortly that I'm even now scared about meme coins. Maybe we're not going to have that frenzy or that movement for meme coins. You know what affected meme coins last cycle was because of the stimulus. A lot of people got free money because they were sitting at home due to pandemic and they could easily buy meme coin and pump it. But this time around, it's not the same. And I'm going to share something with you shortly, and you will understand what I'm talking about when it comes to meme coin. But altcoins, probably maybe altcoins will still move a little bit. But meme coins now, I'm getting scared. If what I saw on the news today is true, and even regarding BTC with the news I'm going to share with you guys shortly, I think it's high time we need to think twice before we believe we are going to move to 300k, 400k. Everyone's been shouting about. Let us be realistic, guys. We need to be realistic with our portfolio or with anything we are doing. All right, enough of that. Let's dive into the news of the day. And if you look at it now, you can see that BTC upside gather attractions as options worth billions expire in deribit. Also, if you look at another news, Bitcoin bull market ending in 50 days, says analyst. And do you know what, I'm gonna agree with this, because BTC is dropping to a low before 17 September. And by 17 September, let's say we have good news. The Fed cuts rate. And now everybody's going to want to buy and all of that. Maybe we're just going to see BTC move for another, okay, they say in 50 days. Today is 5th of September, as we all know. So in 12 days, we're going to have the rate cut. So maybe we're going to have another rally for another 1 month. And that could be to move the price back from 110 to 125 or to 130 at most. And we're going to see the market turn around there, because there's not going to be what everyone is waiting for to buy anymore again. And that's the reason why I keep telling you guys that the bull run might be coming to an end. We normally do 3 times of the older timer, which is 20,000 to 60,000, 60-something thousand to maybe 180. But the story has changed, because what happened, we have institutions now in the game. And if you have them in the game, you know what they do with the forex and all of that. They buy and they sell, they manipulate the market. They might want to do the same thing, because 15k to 130k, if we even get there, that's a win for some people. So this is the right time for you to start taking profits strategically on your portfolio, and don't be fooled with us getting to 240, 300. I'm not saying we're not going to get there, but it might not be this cycle. It might be the next cycle. Because now, if we do all-time high of 130 this cycle, multiplied by 2, then we could do 400 the next cycle. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or we could do 300 the next cycle. So I just want us to be realistic. I want us to face the music the way it sounds. I don't want us to sugarcoat anything. The bull run might be coming to an end. Yes, after the rate cut September 17, we might see the market move a little bit higher. And you can see it's been dropping. Maybe it's going to move to like 125, 130, thereabouts, and that will be the end. And if we get to 180, fine, but please don't sell yourself false up, because what I'm seeing on BTC right now, I'm not really happy with all the news that are coming around it. All right, let's take one more news regarding BTC, or two more news. You can see BTC crash brewing. Traders plan bids at 94K, 82K for potential market freakout. And I told you, if you look at the chart, you're going to see anything that makes you test below 97,000. 74K is the next low we're waiting for. And if we go to 74K, a lot of people are going to panic sell, and we might push the market down to 50K. And if we're in 50K, we are in bear market already. So I think the lifeline is between now and September 17, when we're going to have the rate cut. If we have the rate cut and the market perform very well, we see weekly candle turning out to be great, shooting the market to 130, 140, 150, yes, we can now have that mindset and be guaranteed that we could reach the 210 to 240 everyone, or me, I'm believing we should get to, if it's going to do multiply by 3. But if it's going to be multiplied by 2, because I told you the whole cycle might not be the same. We're going to have changes, because more adoption is going to affect the cycle. Institution and a lot of investment company coming into the cryptocurrency game also is going to affect the cycle. So anything could happen at any time. So you guys need to be very careful. Like I told you, stay away from BTC right now. Let this weekly candle finish. If at all we're going to come back into it, we're going to look for a structure. If we don't get a structure, then we're going to use the next week candle. If we break above, we could use that as a yardstick to get back into the market pending September 17 rate cut everyone is waiting for. And don't forget, tomorrow we have good data that's going to come out regarding jobs as well. And today we're going to discuss that on the economic calendar. So we might see a little bit kind of force movement and all of that. All I know is until September 17, we're going to see a massive rally, because that's when everybody is going to make their decisions if they should put their money back on any of the assets regarding cryptocurrency, because by then the rate would have been cut, maybe with 50 basis point, 25 basis point, or 75 basis point. We do not know yet. And if the rate was not cut on that day, I bet you the market is going to crash so hard. So that's that on BTC. Let's take another news, and this one also is regarding cryptocurrency in general, and this with market fall further when 4.7 billion crypto options expires. We have about 4.7 billion crypto options that is going to expire, and the end of the week is upon us again, and another batch of Bitcoin and Ethereum options are set to expire as spot market remain range bound. So you can see a lot of things that's going to affect the market is coming, and I understand we are waiting for what? We are waiting for September 17 for the rate cut, even though we have great news coming out of the event calendar, whatever today, yet September 17 is the key date. So you can see all these news are giving me this fear about the market. And if you look at fear and greed yesterday, it's already shifting towards greed, and the market has not even done anything. So how is it moving towards greed? And the moment it shifts down to greed extreme greed, you should start selling, because what's going to come, what's going to happen next is going to move back to neutral and fear and extreme fear. Then it moves like that. That's why you have the market moving up and down in the trend zone it wants to go, either higher uptrend or downtrend. So we need to be what? We need to be very, very careful. But I've been rooting for Ethereum throughout this week. Like I told you, ETH has been doing so well. And I feel like if you look at ETH news coming out, you can see another good news. 4.3 billion Ethereum ICO whales awaken stakes 150,000 ETH. So I just believe, even though any token is going to do so well after the news and all of that, it might be Ethereum and some altcoins like Sui, Chainlink, ADA, Solana, and the likes. Maybe they'll do well, but for meme coins, I'm so scared. I'm going to share the news with you guys shortly to see what I found out about meme coin. But let's check one more news about ETH, talking about altcoin. Ethereum ICO participant moved 646 million in ETH to staking address after 3 years of dormancy. That is another good news for Ethereum. That is another good news for ETH, and that's why I'm saying possibility of ETH doing well after the news might be there, because Bitcoin has done well already. Don't let us lie to yourself. Even though you buy Bitcoin right now, the current price, and it moved to 200, you're still not going to get 1x, because 1x will be you put 10k, when it gets to 200k you get 20k. It's not even going to give you 20k, but ETH might give you 3x or 2x plus. You understand? With the remaining of the bull cycle we are all waiting for. So what I'm saying is ETH is looking good, and if you look at the chart regarding ETH, you see that ETH has not yet broken the weekly candle. It's still holding on to it. Why BTC has created structure, broken the weekly candle, and has not even been able to break above the last week candle. So those are things we need to look about. But let's get back to the news and see what we have also in the news. We're still speaking of altcoins. Let's check what XRP. We now see another news regarding XRP. Only 10 Coinbase XRP wallet left after 83 decrease. You can see the news. It's been not so good lately, and that shows us we need to be careful. This bull run might be over, and if you're still gonna hit the target everyone is waiting for, it's fine, but let us be careful and trade cautiously. Mind you, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment and educational purpose. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the only money you can afford to lose. All right, let's get back to the news. You can see XRP again. XRP chart signals another massive move ahead of rally pause. You can see every news that is coming out is going, every good news coming out are going towards what? Altcoins. XRP, Solana, ETH, and so on. Altcoins. So I feel like it might be altcoin season after September 17, and Bitcoin is just going to move back to all-time high or just move a little bit. Then we see altcoin doing the most. So we need to be careful with what we're doing. Let's take more news regarding altcoins. You can see another news, whale panic, and about 2 billion Dogecoin was moved in 24 hours and 50 million ADA sold in 48 hours. Can you imagine? And now, speaking of meme coins, look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu to be delisted from legendary top tier crypto exchange. That is another sad news, having Shiba Inu, and there's another token or another meme coin I believe is going to do well this period. But if they are facing being delisted from exchanges, a lot of people are not going to have so much confidence in that token again, and maybe meme coins is not going to do well this cycle. I am not saying that. I'm just saying maybe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe. be. But we're going to see after September 17th and know if meme coins too are going to perform very. But don't worry, we're going to take a look at the chart and see how every of them are performing with the chart analysis shortly. But if you're still watching the show till now, please subscribe to the channel. It's Crypto Bean 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. You can still follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok as well, and you can get all this juicy content and nugget will be dropping for you on all those platforms. All right, that's that about the news this morning. Let's now move into what the event of the day looks like. We all know today is Friday, the 5th of September 2025, and now by 2:30 we'll be waiting for employment change news coming out of data coming out of Canada, average hour earnings from US, employment rate from United States, and IV PMI coming out of Canada as well by 4 p.m. So we have important news between 2:30 SAST time, and we need to make sure we watch out for our portfolios. And mind you, the chart analysis that we're going to talk about is for people buying and holding. If you want to know how to, if you want to learn about day trading or you want to get signal, you can join my Telegram. The links are down in the description and it's free of charge. So on the economic calendar today, we have the employment change, employment rate, and non-farm employment change coming out of United States of America shortly. So you need to be careful. Having said that, let's now see what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like before we have the data. You can see we've added couple of billions to the market cap in the last 24 hours. Now we're trading at 3.9 billion, 3,950,649,572,035. That's exactly what the market cap is sitting at right now. So we're gonna see what happens when the news comes out at 2:30 SAST time. And let's take a look at what is trending, what Liberty Financial is trending, Portal to Bitcoin is trending, and we can see Ascend X is also trending on top. Gainers, also the top 10 still remain the same, and you can see this is Bitcoin sitting at number 1, ETH at number 2, XRP at number 3, Theta at number 4, BNB at number 5, Solana sitting at number 6, USDC at number 7, Lido Stake at number 8, and number 9 is Dogecoin, Tron sitting at number 10, Cardano at number 11, Chainlink 13, and we can see Sui at 19 and Avalanche sitting at number 23. If you really want to know where your project or your asset that you're holding on to in your portfolio, where they're sitting on the rank, you might want to check out CoinGecko.com to have that information shared. All right, let's now go into the chart and see what we should be expecting. To me, nothing much has changed from the week. You can see the weekly candle is still just moving like that. So BTC is still 50-50 kind of. We might still see a pull down from here from next week, or we're gonna see if we're gonna break above this weekly candle that is forming. But left to me, I would say we should stay away from BTC for now, although we have not taken out this low, which is 98k. But for us to have created a double top on a weekly time frame and we have a structure being broken right here, that gives me another fear about BTC, and I'll say we should still stay away from it. Let's this week finish. If we're breaking the weekly candle next week, yes, we cannot get into the market. Also, let's take a look at ETH. You all know I've been telling you guys ETH is still a buy. You guys can still hold on to ETH because we have not broken any weekly candle and nothing of such in form of structure has even occurred yet. So I think we can still hold on to our ETH. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Chainlink as well, even though we have a kicker sometimes you need to stay away a little bit and let the market retrace to the next to the low that you can buy from there, because we have a kicker there, so we might just want to stay a little bit away from Chainlink. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana is still a buy. Solana is still a buy. No kicker, no engulfing, not even structure has been formed, and yet we have the low sitting at 155, and Solana is trading at 206 right now. So we might still want to hold on to Solana. Let's take a look at Avalanche. Since we spoke about Avalanche just now, you can see Avalanche is still a buy. Nothing has happened, but I feel like if anything at all is going to happen, we might see if it's going to break 22, then we're going to leave the market. But right now, we're still going to leave our stop loss or where we need to get out of the market at $20. Now let's take a look at XRP. XRP is still doing the same thing from yesterday. You can see XRP has created a structure, and if by next week this kind of finish like this and we're breaking below $2.70, we might need to leave XRP alone for a while. Yesterday I told you tone broke below this, and it shows that we need to wait to see another break above this point before we can get back into tone. But let's dive into Dogecoin, meme coin a little bit, but we're going to use Dogecoin. Or let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Since Shiba Inu it's been delisted, but you can see Shiba Inu is still holding on to the low. It has not broken the low, so Shiba Inu is still looking good. Pepe has broken out. We might stay away from Pepe. Dogecoin is still looking good. So you can see, I feel like people are waiting for the news. They're going to come out today, but the most important, what will happen September 17 this month, and that is when a lot of people are going to make decision that okay, the Fed, they've cut the rate. A lot of people will be able to borrow more money, create jobs, money is going to flow around, and maybe some of those money will come into cryptocurrency market cap, and we might see investors being interested in investing more in crypto space. So that's what we need to look out for on the market. This week has just been quite a little bit, but maybe we're going to have a little bit of shaking out after 2:30 p.m. when the news drop, and that is the non-farm employment chain and also unemployment rate data dropping out of the United States, and employment change in Canada, and employment rate also is going to come out of Canada and United States respectively. So maybe we might see a little bit movement, but I just know nothing major is going to happen until September 17 when the rate is cut, and that is when we're going to 100% know if we're going to have altcoin season and meme coin season. Bitcoin has already done well. Forget about everybody wanting Bitcoin to still do double again. To me, from 15,000 to where it is now, it has done exceptional well. But I'm not saying it shouldn't go further, but I'm just saying in this bull cycle already, BTC has done well. And you need to understand something. The next cycle is another 4 years. And we always have like 2 years for the cycle to drop, you understand? And the last cycle started from 2024 to 2025. So if we're going to have another 2 years, it should drop between 26, 27, and 28. We should have another bull run or bull market. So I feel like we just need to pay attention to all of these, and that's why you need to subscribe to the channel if you've not done that. Please do subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be the first to get all this juicy content as we drop it out of the market immediately. All right, let's check what the sentiment is. We could see yesterday the sentiment was neutral. Now also is neutral. Last week was neutral. Now last month has now shifted into neutral as well. So the sentiment in the market is still neutral. Like I said, it's been 50-50. Everyone is being cautious at this point because No one wants to buy at the top and now being dragged down, and no one wants to miss the remaining movement of the bull cycle. And that is why you need to be very careful and pay attention to what is going on in the market. And I will always bring it to your ears and your views every day on this beautiful channel, Crypto being 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And you've been watching the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Until I catch you on Monday, because we do not drop on Saturday and Sunday. The next episode is going to be on Monday, but you can check our social media out, whereby we drop some of these nuggets or share some tips for you to learn from as well. But as for market analysis, it's Monday to Friday. And also remember, this is not financial advice in any way. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. And make sure you do your own research before you invest your hard-earned money in any project. All right, my name remains the same, Ahmed Oladimeji Kazeem, aka KC the Great. And until I catch you on Monday on another well-packed episode of this great show, it's peace out.